And welcome to the review of Unit 1, but wait, there's more. And so just like the title, there's more to tell you about this story about Ron Popeil, kind of the father of American infomercials, starting all the way back in the late 60s to really modern times. Now, recently passed away at the age of 86, and he's well known for all of the gadgets that he came up with, that he kind of researched and marketed in these very infamous infomercials. And I say infamous because they weren't great. They're tacky, cheesy, silly. Come up with something.
Come up with something.
Well, they had a lot of hype, and especially in the 1970s when his company Ronco really marketed to people like a hair darkening spray for balding. Maybe I could use some. Or other products like choppers and Veg-O-Matic and a lot of other things to make household kitchenware very easy, cooking very convenient. That's really what he targeted. Hype.
Hype.
People really have to admit, despite all the craziness or a lot of the hype behind it, many of the gadgets functioned well. They were useful to some extent. And in 2007, well, Ron, kind of officially retiring, sold off his company. But, he still found out one of his, hobbies he loved to do, which was more inventions, inventing more and more, even though his company was sold. So he found what he loved to do. All right, now I want to ask you a question. Who's the most famous inventors in your country? And do you know if they made a lot of money?
I don't know if we necessarily have famous inventors, but there is one. I can't remember his name. When you're on the coast and you see those wave breakers that have like the shape?
Okay.
That comes from South Africa.
Oh, okay.
And it was actually like the harbors, like I think they call him the harbor master or something like that. And he invented this.
Like those concrete shapes look like robo blocks or something?
I can't remember the name of the wave breakers, but that comes from South Africa.
Wow, I did not know that.
Right, and now you find it all over the world. So one could actually say this guy is probably a famous inventor, except no one remembers his name.
Right.
But his product is very famous.
Right.
Yes.
Well, the great American inventor of Thomas Edison.
Oh, yeah.
I think everyone knows
you guys have
his
a few
name.
big ones.
But I would say the one big one that's more important nowadays, and especially for Europe, is actually Tesla.
Right.
Now, he made no money, and that's kind of his sad thing. Him and Edison competed a lot about the currency, which Edison's was great for homes and household things, but Tesla's really invented a lot for the large industrial scale.
It's a very brilliant mind.
Right. Other than that, just a lot of tech recent inventors,
Right. Well, Elon Musk, one could say.
He's South African, so.
Well, we don't really accept him.
He's American.
He doesn't want to be South African, so it's okay. We don't want to.
Okay. Well, that's it for our review section. We'll see you on the next one.